Pizza Hut? Yeah, I need to make a order for a large pizza. What do you mean you're all out of pizza? You're Pizza Hut. Alright, thank you. Well, folks, looks like Pizza Hut is all out of pizza, so I guess we gotta make our own. But don't worry, we are gonna make a delicious homemade pizza. And a lot of people claim that the crust is the most important part of a pizza. And I'm gonna have to agree. But we are going to flavor our crust, folks. It is going to be one of the best flavored crusts. So let's see what we need and let's get started. So the first thing we need to do is proof our yeast. So we need some water, 1 1/3 of a cup. And we'll just put this in the microwave until the water's around 90 degrees to 110. Now we need a little bit of sugar, 2 teaspoons. This here is going to wake up the yeast and feed it. So let's just mix this up. Make sure that sugar is nice and dissolved. Now, when this came out, it was a little hot. Yep, nice and warm to the touch. It should feel like a bathtub. And now, you want 2 packets of yeast. I don't have packets, so each yeast is about I think 0.25 ounces. So you want about 4 teaspoons of yeast. I weighed this out and it's 4 teaspoons. Alright, we'll give that a good mix, and when it bubbles, we know it's ready. Now, let's get our dough ready. Alright, we need 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Now let's get a little bit more, because we might need it to dust, well, we will need it to dust our countertop. We need our salt. And make sure you add your salt into your flour. We need 2 teaspoons. Yeah, don't add your salt into your yeast. The yeast does not like that. Now, let's flavor our dough. I got some onion powder here, folks. 1 tablespoon. And some Italian seasoning. We'll need 2 tablespoons. Oh yeah, this dust. This dough is going to be so flavorful, folks. And let's just mix everything together here. You can use a spoon, but I like a whisk. There she goes. And look at this here now. Our yeast has proofed. All right. I am going to make a little well. Let's pour in our, before we do that, let's give this another nice little mix. Real gentle like. Pour our yeast mixture in here. And lastly, folks, 1/3 a cup of olive oil. Now, y'all can do this by hand. If you do it by hand, knead the dough for about 10 minutes or until that dough is nice and smooth. Here we go.
A few moments later.
Just like making bread, we want our pizza dough to be tacky, not sticky. And if your dough is sticky, just add a tablespoon of flour at a time. It's easier to add dry to your dough than it is to add wet. Alright, our pizza dough looks good, friends. It's tacky, but it's not really sticking to my hands. I mean, it does a little bit, but that's the consistency you're looking for. And I didn't quite use all my flour, but pretty darn close, friends. So what we want to do though here, we want to ball this up, put it in a nice, smooth, round ball. Just like so. And then take a little bit of olive oil, put it in your bowl. Let's put this guy right in. And one other thing, friends, I like to put a little bit of olive oil right on top. And now, let's cover this up. and we'll let this rise 3 to 4 hours. I highly recommend 4 hours, friends. And just a quick side note, friends. You see, I used up about 15/16 of my last cup. That's why I like to add a little bit at a time. That way you don't overflour your dough and it becomes dry. Alright guys, 4 hours has come upon us. And this has puffed up beautifully. If I had to guess, I'd say 4 or 5 times what it was. Let's just kind of pull this from the sides. Alright, this is still the top side of the pizza. Alright. Let's ball this up once more. Alright. Back in. And 1 more hour she goes. And if y'all want to do this the night before, that will work fine too. When you throw it in your ice box, the next day, make sure you just pull it out and give it a few hours to warm up and puff up once more. If you guys have a pizza stone right now, put it in your oven at 500 degrees and heat that thing up for 1 hour. I'm telling you, 1 hour. This will give you the closest to pizza oven perfection without a pizza oven. All right, friends. Since it's so chilly out here, I went about another hour and a half. But here's our dough. So we're just going to release this guy. Don't forget, the top is the top. What does that mean? When you pull this out, do not flip your top down below and then knead it, okay? All right. Now this is good for 4 doughs. All right. 4 8 to 10 inch doughs, or you can do 2 larger doughs. Oh wait, I almost forgot, friends. I almost forgot. Yes, I want to weigh this out. You don't have to. $12.93 divided by 4. 323 grams. Ooh, Lord. Wait a minute, that's not right. I didn't zero that out, huh? Alright, that seems more right. 842 divided by 4. 210. Alright. Alright, guys, all the pieces that we got. Just the way we do rolls, do the same thing. Pinch and roll. Alright. Once it's there, roll it up. This dough is growing as we are speaking. Alright guys, from here I'm taking my other 3 doughs, cover them up just so they don't dry out. I will be making one more. In this case here though, let's get this guy going, huh? As the Italians do it, press in the center. We want that crust, right? Stretch it out. If you want to use a rolling pin, that works. Oh, I forgot one thing. Let's put a little bit of flour on our countertop. There we go. Now the dough is not going to stick to the counter, huh? At this point, I saw that I almost tore a hole in the dough, which is why I switched to the rolling pin. I do not know how to roll out pizza, folks. Alright, here's our little pizza. I'd say it's about a 7-8 inch pizza. Y'all remember this sauce? This is the sauce from our chicken parmesan, friends. I told you it's good for pizza. And that's what I'm doing now. Oh, before I do that though, let's put it on the peel. Alright, we got our pizza peel here, friends. Whoopsie. Upside down, huh? Let's take a little cornmeal. Just this here. The cornmeal acts like ball bearings. There we go. Alright. Now, let's add our sauce. In my opinion, what I should have done was blend up this sauce so it's smooth. These chunks are kind of getting in the way of spraying this sauce. But that won't change the flavor, friends. Let's add our cheese. Low moisture mozzarella. And the key to a good crust is do not add sauce onto that crust. Like where you crust at, stop the sauce at that line. So where you see my sauce at, the crust will puff up there. If this gets wet, the outside, then you will not get crust. Alright, there's some cheese. Let's go in with some bacon. Got some diced bell pepper. Let's go with some red onion. Some mushrooms. And last but not least, friends, some sausage. Some Italian sausage. All right. Oh, she doesn't even slide. Oh no. All right. All right, in about 10 to 15 minutes, it'll be done, friends.
Later.
Here's our pizza, my friends. After about a 10-minute rest, friends. I'm sorry, not 10 minutes. Let's give it 5 minutes. Let's slice on in. Listen here. Yes, sir. And if your heart's desire, put on some crushed red pepper flakes, friends. Here's our homemade pizza, friends, with our flavored crust. All right, you guys. Our homemade combination pizza, right? I don't know. Let's try her out though. There's a cheese bowl, huh? Mm-hmm. Mm. That's hot. Hot dang. I'll tell you what. But friends, this is absolutely incredible. Pizza Hut, take a backseat. I mean, if it wasn't for convenience, folks, you would be making this every week for your family. I promise you. This crust is just flavored to the max. That pizza sauce, absolutely amazing. If you made it on your chicken parmesan, that same sauce is right here on the pizza. Everything is just fantastic, folks. And you can make your own flavor, friends. If you want to put pineapple on here with some Canadian bacon, go right on ahead. You want to meat lovers, go on ahead. You want a vegetarian, go on ahead, friends. I'm telling you, this pizza crust, and then you add on that sauce, add whatever you want. Mm-hmm. Mm. Have y'all ever made your own pizza? What kind of pizzas do you guys get? Are you a Pizza Hut person? Look here, folks. Making your own pizza is very simple. It is time consuming, but let me tell you something. It is worth it 130%. You will never get a pizza like a good homemade pizza, and I promise you, you make this pizza with this crust, you will never order it from Pizza Hut or any pizza chain again. I promise you. And if y'all enjoyed this episode, please hit that thumbs up. Follow me. Make sure your notifications are turned on so you know when I have a new episode. And comment down below. Have you ever made pizza at home? Have you ever failed? I know this one time. Sorry, friends, I got something stuck in my teeth. I remember this one time when I was making pizza. I had all the toppings on, ready to go. Slid the pizza paddle underneath, and it ripped in the center. Ah, that was so awful. But I kept it going. I put it back on the stone, and I let that cheese in the center just burn. Big mistake, but that's my blunder. What's your guys' blunder? Well, thanks for tuning in, friends. Yes, I am hot. Hot! Hot blooded. Check it and see. I gotta edit this out of the scene.